Hi Renee, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
All well, Renee. So, can you please tell a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I've been working at NVIDIA for more than 4 years now. It's a very great companies to work for. And currently I lead the global healthcare AI startups at NVIDIA. And within our Inception program, which is a virtual incubation program, we have more than 900 some healthcare AI startups globally. And across the board, we actually have more than 6,000. So lots of companies are working on very, very innovative things across industries. And I hope to share with you guys a few of them.
Oh, wow. You know something, as I told you before we started officially recording, I'm excited. I read everything that I could get my hands on Renee professionally, etc. And I'm really excited. You know why I'm excited? I'm excited because you are the present and the future. And that I'm having the opportunity to speak to the present and the future is an honor for me. I want you to know that. And now, could you give us your word? You already use Inception. I already like it. so go ahead. Give us your word for your personalized artificial intelligence.
I would say I would go with innovative. Innovative is a strong word. And in fact, NVIDIA was actually named as the most innovative company by Fast Company a couple years ago. So I think it's a very great honor to have. And that word really shares a lot about what our culture is and also what our ecosystem is working on.
Wow. Well, let me ask you then a real specific in here. When you take innovation, you take NVIDIA, and you take even more important, Renee, and you mix it all. Let's imagine you're a chef. You're a dancer, a ballroom dancer, so that you know that there is a number where they change the different routines and kind of mix them. That's more for show than anything else. But imagine you're a chef or you're the dance master, and now you're going to put innovation, NVIDIA, and Renee. How would it look like?
I think the way to think about it is a framework. In dancing, you definitely have a very strong frame to hold and a very nice posture, be able to dance with a partner. And NVIDIA, in fact, also figured out a framework to innovate. NVIDIA started with the innovation of CUDA platform. And from there on, then we were able to actually accelerate the work to do general purpose computing. And we were loved by the gamers for many, many years. And because of that framework, we realized what actually computing is needed to compute very intensive workloads. And thereon, we actually incorporated into professional visualization, for example, like VR, mixed reality, AR, augmented reality. And then, lo and behold, all of the industry came along. And that's where healthcare innovation also came along. So it's the same thing as dance. It's the same framework that we use. As soon as you figure out the fundamental thing, what you can build on top, there's a lot of embellishment or continuation of exploration of how to use the fundamental building pieces, their building block, to be able to build the most beautiful application or dance the most beautiful choreograph for your audience.
I mean, embellish. You're the first one who's used the word embellish. But you know something, I like to dance too, and not what I used to do, of course, but I like to cook. And what most people don't understand is that what you're saying is that the technology is there. NVIDIA has the technology. Let me tell you, I understand that. I work at the atom level of what NVIDIA is doing. So we're literally talking about the same thing. But most people don't understand that once you have the fundamentals, you can embellish. It can be in any industry, in anything. It's literally limited by your imagination.
Yes, I 100% agree. That is absolutely.
And I want to know your imagination.
um, so there's, I would say from the personal perspective, I also see potentially AI will help improve dancing in the near future, where right now there's a lot of post estimation being developed as from the technology perspective to track your joints, to figure out movement. Even though the technology that's already out there is still quite nascent, but I think in the near future there's potential ways to be able to use AI to make the competition judging criteria even more robust, and potentially be able to train the dancers virtually, especially now we have to be social distancing, where the teachers could potentially teach us virtually using technology and using AI.
I need to. Oh, that sounds like there is some type of, I would say, holometric avatar. Could you imagine that?
Yes, that will be amazing, because I do miss dancing a lot, and I can't wait one of those days that actually become reality, where we still feel like we are surrounded by our friends and colleagues, and where you can actually feel the other person without really have to be in a physical room with those people. So I would say that's kind of the more innovative side from my personal perspective. There's definitely lots I can talk about from the professional perspective as well.
Yeah, but
So I have a two-part question.
Example. Yeah, go ahead.
So I have a two-part question. When we, how do I say, compile all these three things together, AGI, innovation, and healthcare. Okay, so what is the best, or what is your picture of the future where you see AGI affecting the healthcare industry on a large basis?
Sure thing. So I think AI is definitely going to be able to accelerate and automate a lot of things that we do in healthcare using artificial intelligence, no matter if it's from tracking, detecting, diagnosing. A lot of things could definitely use AI in the healthcare specific industries. So even with an Inception program that we have more than 900 some startups, and that range from medical imaging, medical instruments, drug discovery, genomics, and digital health, where people could potentially talk to their physicians using telemedicine, telehealth platforms. All of that is very, very exciting. And I think AI is the first step, and COVID is honestly a pivotal moment where we realize AI is absolutely needed, because we're just short-staffed. We don't have enough capacity and human or physical resources to be able to take care of the patients in a pandemic situation. So I think a lot of work's being put in place to ensure we will do better in the future. We hope there will never be another pandemic, but that were to come, we will be prepared.
And now coming
to the second part of the question. Let me ask you one question in here. Alberto's vision, I told you, is a holographic, personal AI who have enough density that you can dance with it. Okay, and if it needs to help in the healthcare, it will help in the healthcare or whatever. That's my vision of my future. What's your vision of your future?
The vision of my future. The vision of my future is I will be able to have a 360 view of my health 24/7, and whenever I need the data, and down to the cell level, it's able to display right in front of me. And I don't have to be attached to any gadgets or anything. It just
non-contact.
Potentially been using voice, just talk to whatever machine. It could be Alexa, it could be something else, to say, I would love to know what my blood sugar level is now. And something will just respond. I would like to know, am I actually burning fat or glucose right now after my 30-minute workout? I would like to know, what other foods should I be taking in? I would like to know, am I potentially at risk of having heart diseases because I just ate 5 burgers last week? So I think a more personalized care, empowered and by AI solutions, leveraging user-friendly technologies and interfaces will be I think actually will be the near future. It will probably, I would say 5-10 years from now, hopefully, something like that will be fully available.
Well,
I'd like to help
nothing better than that. Think about this. The future, invention, innovation, NVIDIA, because it's right at the middle. I mean, you cannot talk AI without talking NVIDIA. It just does. It just will be an oxymoron. And then we have this beautiful vision that Renee has brought us in. I don't know if I had the 10 or 20, but even if it's just my holographic avatar in the future that can meet your holographic avatar in the future, even that, it will be an honor for me. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Renee. It was great to have you on the podcast.
Thank you.